Make some dynamic footage.
Hey up guys, and welcome back to York. Here today, back in the city where it all started yet again. And you know what that means? We're filming something very special for you today. We're celebrating reaching 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and watches the pub crawls. I really appreciate that, and yeah, we're here today to show you some more pubs in York. We're doing a very special crawl today because I'm here on the walls and we're doing a crawl around the ancient walls of York. Now, I'm not going to go too much into history today. One, because we've got a lot to get through today. We've got about 8 pubs on the docket, and hopefully we can get and show you all of them before it gets a bit too busy, because we're here on a Saturday. And not only that, I'm here with almost everybody that's featured on the channel so far. I've got the wife Grace, good friends Liam, Nick and Ken with me, and then we're heading to the first pub now to meet up with my dad, Paul, Ken and probably a couple of other people. So yeah, if you fancy having a look around the walls of York, going to some more fantastic real ale pubs here in York and hunting down some fantastic English beers, then join us and let's have a wander. Right, so we're coming up to the first hop-off spot on the crawl now. We're jumping off at the Micklegate bar. I think it's the Micklegate bar anyway, it's Micklegate anyway. And we're going to head a little bit into the city for this one, because there's quite a few pubs to choose from on Micklegate. But one pub I really want to show you, and I nearly did show you on that very first video, is the Falcon Tap. A little, not quite sure if you call it a micro pub, but a small pub bar type thing owned by Turning Point Brewery in Knaresborough, and they're a brewery that I've always really liked. So yeah, we're going to go in there, meet everybody, get a pint and check out this pub a bit. So yeah, let's have a wander.
You going that way? So yeah.
Thank you.
We are coming up here, aren't we? Yeah.
I'm waiting for the explanation. Yes, I think I know where it's going.
Just you don't need to understand anything. Just sit there. You don't need to say anything.
So yeah, we're going to skip past the Nag's Head, the Craft Union free house, and head straight into the Falcon, the Turning Point Brewery Tap. Let's have a look. All right.
Yeah, I remember there being some
Wavelength.
Hi, fellas.
Hey, right. Could I do a pint of the Wavelength,
Yeah.
please? Do you have any gluten-free beers on?
We've got a couple of cans, the Doubtless and the Divisionless. They're gluten free.
Can I have a look at them? Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Cheers.
I think one's a lager, one's a pale ale.
Lager or pale ale?
So that one's the lager and that's the pale.
Same percentage as well. Oh, 6.5. Nick, have to carry on the tradition and start with the strongest beer.
Then work your way down. Yeah. You got to go the railway.
Right, guys, I'm here in the Falcon Tap, and I've got the Mosaic Pale. It's called Wavelength, 4.5%, £4.90 a pint, pretty standard for York. And yeah, I'll give this one a go. But before I do, big thank you to Bob Nimmo for getting this round in. Very generous of you, making us a donation so we can get a few drinks on this crawl. So yeah, big thank you to Bob, and everyone big thank you to Bob. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. See how that comes out for you. Right, let's give this pint a go. I'm gasping now. Oh, fantastic. Super easy drinking. A little bit grapefruity, not too much. Very, very refreshing when you're a bit thirsty after a warm bus ride here. Cheers. Right, first pub down, that was the Falcon Tap, the Turning Point Brewery pub here in York. An absolutely incredible start to the day that was. Between us all, we tried all 3 cask beers. Nick even had the Maple and Pecan Stout on keg, and we also had a can beer. And every beer was absolutely fantastic today. So 100%, you got to go in there if you're in the area. Turning Point beers are always like 10 out of 10. And yeah, it was a really cracking start to the day basically, so it's going to take some beating from here on out, but yeah, we'll see next. We're going to jump back on the wall again, head back to Micklegate, jump back on the wall and head to the next spot, which I think is going to be a place called Angel and the Green. We're going to play this one a bit by ear because it's like a cafe pub almost that opens from 9 o'clock, so if it's really packed out with kids or something like that, we'll skip over to the next one. But yeah, we'll see how it is. Anyway, let's have a wander.
So I did that. Bought a nice pair of black dress shoes, and I wore them for a few. You've never seen this side of York Sales before.
So, as you can see here in York, we're very fortunate because not only are the city walls very much still intact and in good condition, but they're also walkable completely for free. So you can just hop on and off as you please, walk along, see the views along the walls because you are raised up, and yeah, enjoy the day. And we've picked a great day for it. It's not too warm, not too cold, and there's a bit of sun, which as you've seen in my videos is pretty rare for England. But yeah, on to the next pub. Let's have a wander. Right, we've hopped off, this time at a place called Bale Hill, and we're heading to pub number 2. So let's go and find this spot. None of us, apart from maybe Ken, he's not 100% sure, have ever been to this place before, so yeah, should be interesting. Let's have a look. Right, so we're just passing the Swan now, which we're not going to go in today, but it's a fantastic pub, and I featured it in the 1,000 subscriber special, the Wood Cask Walkabout. So if you want to have a look in that pub, it's worth having a watch of that video, because we covered about 8 really good pubs that day. So yeah, anyway, it's just sort of at the end of the road here is the Angel on the Green. So yeah, we're going to pop in, check it out, hopefully get a good pint. From what I've seen, I'm pretty sure they have 4 cask beers on, so there should be a choice here. Let's have a look.
Easy IPA or half an hour pot.
Oh, Tiny Rebel.
Two of them, I'm bitter.
I'll get them in. 2 bitters.
2 bitters, please.
Try and get a spot if you want. What did you want to do? Alright. 2 pints of bitter. I think I've never had Stay Puffed on cask, so I'm going to have to go. Hey, you're right. Can I do 2 pints of the bitter, please? 1/2 of the Stay Puffed, please.
I'll have a half of sup.
Half of sup.
Yeah, 2 halves.
2 halves of sup, please.
Is that
That's a pint of sup and a half of sup.
Okay.
So you take that and you take that one. Give that one to Liam. He had half the last one anyway. You're on a pint.
I'll take that.
That's Grace's.
Thank you.
That's mine.
Right, then what are you waiting for?
Half a sup. Yeah. Lovely. And then I think that's everything. I'll come back. That's yours, Paul.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, let's go find these. They've gone somewhere that way. I'm going to get yours, Kev.
Around, you can't miss them. Can't miss
Have you got your? Are you not?
I
you took
I took 2 out of those 2.
I'll come back and sort it. Right, we might be short of a drink.
So, hi guys, welcome to the Angel on the Green, here with a Northern Monk Sup Golden Ale. It's, well, I think if it was any more golden than that, I'd need a prospect claim for a pint of this, so looking forward to this one. And before I go, thank you to everybody for the happy birthday messages, the happy Slurp Day from Slurpy Dave, it's much appreciated. And if you've not seen the Leicester video yet, do give it a watch. It was an absolutely excellent way to pass my birthday, so cheers. And that's a good golden ale. It's light, it's fruity, yeah, can't ask more than that. Cheers.
Yeah, that was the Angel on the Green. A nice little spot actually, very modern cafe bar type thing, but they've got 4 cask beers on, which got to give them props for that, because I'm pretty sure a business like that would work if they just used kegs. So yeah, they've gone through the effort of sticking some cask beer on. Can't fault them at all for that. Very good little spot. Anyway, we've got pretty much from here on out, I think we're going to sort of more traditional pubs. So the next one is actually over the River Foss. So we've got to go back past the wall again, over the river, go to the next pub, and then we'll rejoin the wall from there. So yeah, let's have a wander, I guess. Right, here we are at the Mason's Arms, a fantastic looking heritage pub from the outside. Let's see if they've got some good beers on. I believe it's owned by Black Sheep, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll just be Black Sheep beers, because sometimes they have a pretty good selection. But yeah, let's have a look. Right, let's get in this pub and see what beers they got on.
I don't know who's who, like. I don't know who's who anyway. We used to get that. They used to call me and my mates from Rochester.
I'll do a half of the best bitter, please.
Yes.
No drinks.
I'll have another bit of yeah, I'll have full on.
3 of them then, please.
No, I'm just I'll have
We're in the Mason's Arms Black Sheep pub, and we've got a Black Sheep blonde from Tap. And I'm really looking forward to this. I've always liked Black Sheep beer, so let's give the blonde a go. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's exactly what you want from a blonde. It stays on the tongue a little bit, nice kind of floral, fruity taste, bit of bitter at the end, and that slips off the tongue to make you want another pint. That is beautiful, and on tap even better. Cheers all, beautiful.
Right, yeah, that behind me, the Mason's Arms. Fantastic little heritage pub. 3 beers on, nothing super special, but decent beer all the same. And yeah, we all had a great time in there. Yeah, I couldn't show you too much, it was pretty busy for people, but I got a few shots in there, so hopefully you get a good look at it. But yeah, cracking heritage pub. Good start to the traditional pub section of this crawl. And we're gonna head back straight ahead of us now, get back on the wall, follow it around a little ways to the Phoenix Inn, which is actually one of my favourite pubs in York, and I can't wait to show you this spot. So yeah, follow on for this next pub, the Phoenix. Well worth it.
Yes.
Oh, right. Where's it shut down here?
No.
It's shut, definitely shut.
I'll
So we're walking.
just to the Phoenix. It's just around the corner anyway. Right, unfortunately this section of the wall shut for conservation, so we're taking the pleb route outside of the walls round to the Phoenix now. Yeah, let's have a wander. Here we go, back under the walls into the city centre, and straight on the other side is the Phoenix, right behind me here. There you go, first pub, first building on the inside of the walls, and it's a fantastic boozer, this one. Really looking forward to this. Possibly my favourite pub in York, maybe second place after the Bluebell Tavern, not sure, but absolutely fantastic either way. Hey up. We all chosen. I'll have a pint of wall top first. Cheers.
Looking forward to it.
Good selection today.
He's really nice at the minute, actually. Yeah. Is that everything then?
I think that's it then.
Just let's move graduated.
And there's another check.
Had a checkup.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
That's been cool.
Might fit in the corner. We thought maybe you might fit in the corner of the house.
Oh, we got
Really dangerous if you do that.
Come on,
Right, hello. I have gone for a half of the Brookfield Brown from 5 Points Brewery. Yeah, it looks like brown ale. Smells like brown ale.
Oh, in the new.
Yeah, plastic producers that are on Joe Powell's lines. I think
That is nice. Yeah. It's not nothing. There's no standout taste to it. There's not anything particularly unique about it, but that's an excellent brown ale. I'll quite happily sit and drink that, probably all night. Yeah, no. Cheers.
Yeah, that was the Phoenix. Definitely one of my favourite spots in York to come for a pint. Just always a great selection on it. Sorry, the world's loudest motorbike's going past. Yeah, always a great selection in there, and you always get a really nice welcome. It's just, I can't top it. You come to York, you want to go to a concert at the Barbican, straight over here, get a pint. Absolutely perfect, spot on. Anyway, we're back on the walls now, climbing back up again, and we're going to head to the next pub, which I've actually not fully decided where we're going next. We've got a few options. We're going to head towards where the Rook and Gaskill is, which people who've watched my 1000 subscriber special will remember, but we're going to head to a different pub today, keep things fresh. And we've got, I think, 2 options really in that area, so we're going to play it by ear, see which one we fancy and get a pint. So yeah, join us, let's have a wander, head back along these walls. So I thought I'd better tell you about these walls since we're walking on them and we've got a bit of time between the pubs. So these stone walls that we see here were originally built in the 13th century for protection against the Scots. However, the walls of York themselves date back much further, all the way to the Roman times, I believe. But they would have been built with earth and wood back then, and they were fortified out of stone in the 13th century. The last time they were actually used for defence was in, I believe, the 1700s, when they were actually used to defend against protesters who were very angry about some taxation at the time. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people in England who think we could do with that again. But after that, they sort of fell to rack and ruin, and they were nearly demolished in the 1800s. But thankfully, they were saved, and today they can still be wandered round, enjoyed by everybody, and yeah, serve as a tourist attraction here in York. And let me tell you, they are popular. There's always loads of people walking on them. So we're really lucky here in York to be able to enjoy this, because obviously once upon a time loads of cities would have had walled defences, but York's one of the only ones that still has them, well, mostly still standing. Especially you can still walk around them. So yeah, we're really lucky here, and I felt it was important to do a little crawl on the walls, show you some of the pubs on the edge of the city, and enjoy this old historic bit of history really for what it is. And yeah, let's have a wander.
North-south on that side.
No, I think we're at the other end of to north-south now. Here we are, popping off the wall again, and heading back out of the city limits to the I think we're going to the Waggon Horses, I think we've decided, but we're going to play it by ear when we get there. So yeah, I'll try and show you this gate actually. It's absolutely a fantastic sight. We're going that way. So yeah, that one there behind me, the Rook and Gaskill, is another fantastic pub here in York. However, I covered that one on my 1000 subscriber special. So if you want to check that pub out, go watch that video. Yeah, we're heading now, I think, to the Waggon and Horses. Should be good. Yeah, sadly, it's got some scaffolding on, so I'll do my best to show you the frontage, but I'm not sure how it'll go.
Another point of order. Yeah.
Yes.
For you.
What are you in for, Paul? We're in the half of the mile as well.
I think you're going to be busy on the mile tap for a while. Stay there for a bit.
Just earlier on in the afternoon, we were discussing miles, and I said my favourite mile was Bateman's Mile, and I've never seen it anywhere for about 10 years. And we walked into a pub, which apparently is a Bateman's pub, and here we are, Bateman's Mile. So I'm just going to see. I've had a couple of sips already. I'll have a good slug now and see if it's as good as it used to be. Absolutely. It's full of taste, full of burnt malt. It's absolutely delicious.
Cheers.
Right, yeah, that was the Waggon Horses. What a fantastic spot that was. We were so pleasantly surprised by that because we didn't know much about it. To be honest with you, I'd not really checked the good beer guide for this crawl because you're going around the wall, so you're sort of limited to where geographic location. So I'd not looked, but it is a good beer guide venue, and my God, does it deserve it. Possibly our pub of the day so far. For me, like, I'm used to I love the Phoenix, but I've been in a load of times. I know what I'm getting in there. That was such an amazing surprise with such fantastic beers, really welcoming atmosphere, and a gorgeous pub. So yeah, so far pub of the day. The mild was fantastic, and yeah, we're gonna hop back onto the wall now and head to the next pub, which I believe is the Black Swan. So yeah, we'll see. But it's very sunny now, but I'm not complaining. Not often we get a bit of sun here in northern England, but yeah, it is really sunny. So yeah, we'll jump on the wall and head along. So yeah, let's have a wander.
Not very rude. I was going to put something in your pocket, but that place. But it was too big.
Right, we found it, the Black Swan. Black Swan Free House, it says on the side. Looks like a really nice little pub, but like I say, I've never been in this one before. To be honest with you, I don't really think I've ever been drinking in sort of this quarter of York. The northeast side of it, I suppose. Yeah, so let's see what this pub's like. Tell you what though, building wise, absolutely fantastic. Can we do 2 pints of Old Peculiar, please? Half a pint. 3 pints of Old Peculiar, sorry. And then half a Heart and Soul, and half of the Lily's pineapple cider as well. And then it's you two, I believe. And
Ken's on the
Old Peculiar.
half a heart and soul.
No, Ken. That's Ken.
Sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 Old Peculiar. I'm sorry, a 4th pint of Old Peculiar. Hello. Right, we're here in the Black Swan, an absolutely fantastic pub. Can't believe I've never been in here before. And to placate all the people in the first video I ever did who moaned that I got a half of Theakson's Old Peculiar, I've got you a pint today and we're going to give it a go, see how it is. Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. Rich, creamy, malty, biscuity, with just a little bit of sweetness on the end there. Really doesn't taste too strong. It's a fantastic pint, always is a fantastic pint as long as it's on form. And yeah, cheers. Right, Megan's gone for a non-alcoholic Guinness and she's going to split the G expertly, perfectly for you on video today. So let's show how good she is.
Well, I've never actually tried it before, but I'll give it my best go.
Very basic cob.
Probably
white sauce with tomato on the top.
Not a bad attempt.
Really?
Yeah.
Well done. Right. Here we go. Some more wall to get on.
Watch things with patrons saying,
Well, literally, the painting takes like that, ain't gonna work.
yeah,
Just ignore it.
Right, we're back on the wall, and that was the Black Swan. Now, what a fantastic little spot that was. Jeez, so much history in that pub. You could just tell right off the bat. And I've no idea if it's true, but a local in there was telling me that it used to be the mayor's residence back in, I think he said the 1600s or something like that. So yeah, crazy pub with a fantastic pint of Old Peculiar. It was just really well kept, really creamy. Sometimes when you get an Old Peculiar, it can be a bit on the watery side, but that one, fantastic. Anyway, 2 more pubs left on the list. We've got the Golden Slipper next, which is apparently named after an old leather shoe that was found under the pub during archaeological excavation, and it's supposedly a fantastic pub. But another one I've actually never been in York, so let's see what it's all about. Yeah, let's have a wander. It's obviously narrow enough that they wanted to add in a thingy.
Pub.
Yes,
Like we're Andrews.
I do. Yes.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Max.
Max, nice to see you.
Videos, but
Amazing, cheers.
on the wall. Sorry, on the
Right, big shout out to Max, who I just bumped into on the wall there, on this probably the most narrow part of the wall today. Thank you very much for saying hello, and yeah, hope you enjoy your day out in York. Anyway, let's head out, find this last 2 pubs. There we go, back off the wall again now. Oh, nearly took myself out there. Back off the wall, and 2 more pubs. I think the Golden Slipper should just be down here from this gate. I'm not sure which gate we're at now though. I lost my bearings a little bit on this one. Monk Bar we're at. Perfect place sign there. There we are. Somewhere straight down here. Should be.
Golden Slipper, there we are.
He's found it. He's found it.
Beautiful looking building. Look at that.
Here we go. The Golden Slipper and the Royal Oak next door to each other. I think we're gonna pop into the Golden Slipper today, but yeah, they both look fantastic. I'll show you now. Nick's got a book come.
Always. Not the first time.
Dad's got a book come.
Yeah, nice one.
It's happened to all of us. I've got a book come. It's
Father and son.
Ken's got a book come as well.
Ken's
Ken asked
got
for
a
a book come.
Oh, sick.
We've got a lot of book come today, haven't we?
Is there anything else you're after?
Yeah.
I think you had a half a buck come.
Is Ken on a book? Are you on a half? A half of the book comb as well, please. So is that one?
I've got one covered as well.
Oh, you? Oh, yeah. Another half. Yeah.
Old books are the most hilarious things in the world. There was a place in Nottingham we went to. They had old 90. They were Victorian books. Yeah. And you know they're. Hi guys, we're in the Golden Slipper in York. Cracking old school pub. Very, very old. I'm on the Buckham Bitter. Nice, typical bitter basically. I'll give you a sip now. Malty, full of flavour, quite rich actually. Decent pint. 3.8%. I think it was £4.20 a pint. Definitely worth a try. Cheers.
Right, that was the Golden Slipper back behind me. Fantastic spot. Really, it's just lovely pint of bitter that was. And just a really great pub, friendly locals, a great like old-fashioned interior, no bells and whistles, but it was really nice. I suppose the one thing that might let it down is the barmaid wasn't the most friendly. She didn't seem too happy about a big group of us coming in. And then, as you've probably seen in the video, as we were leaving, a massive group of students on pub golf came in, so she's really not going to be happy about that one. But anyway, we've got one more pub on the list. It's called the Eagle and Child, a Leeds brewery pub, and we're going to head just via the Minster. We could go back to the Wall and do another little bit of the Wall to get there, but I'm going to show you the York Minster because I've had a few requests for that in the previous York videos. So yeah, let's have a look.
Is that Roman, that thing?
It could be. Yeah. Have a look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was, yeah.
It's
Bloody ridiculous, isn't it?
yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. The 6th Legion, they're the ones who are missing, aren't they? Well, it's the 9th Legion that went missing, isn't it? The 9th Legion, based in York, are the ones who went missing. They're the missing.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that little look into the York Minster. Yes. For those of you that haven't been, especially. One thing I can't really convey on video is just how big it is when you're here. It's like imposing. It's so huge, and it's just a fantastic building. Such a size, but such intricate detail at every single part you look at. Just an incredible feat of architecture. But yeah, here we are on the last street of the day. We're heading back towards the Walls to the Eagle and Child pub. And if any of you have watched the 1000 subscriber special, the last pub I did that day was a 3-legged mare. And this pub, the Eagle and Child, is just a few doors down from that one. towards the wall. So yeah, I think I've been in this pub once, but many years ago, so hopefully it's just as good as I remember it being. Let's have a look. Yeah. Hiya, you're right. Can we do a pint of sup, please?
Yeah. Is anybody waiting?
We're all in one big group, yeah.
Right, okay, hello. I'm pretty sure this is Cameron's Champion Ruby Ale. It's definitely Cameron's, it's definitely Ruby Ale, but we're 8 pints in, so it might be Champion. Let's give it a try. It smells like Ruby Ale.
And then on the outside we've got loads of like street.
Oh, you mean the
That is
container?
beautiful. It's beautiful Ruby Ale. Very, very smooth. It's very easy drinking. There's no sort of particular flavour to it. I'm not detecting any particular special flavour, but it's nice. It's nice for what is ostensibly the last beer of the night. That's very nice indeed. I could quite happily sit and drink that for several hours and have Ethan carry me out of the pub afterwards. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Right, that was the Eagle and Child, and with that was the end of our pub crawl today. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing all the pubs. I think for us, the pub of the day for me was, I would say the Phoenix, because I always love the Phoenix. It's a fantastic pub and is just well worth a visit if you ever go in. But our sort of surprise pub of the day today was the Waggon Horses. Absolutely fantastic pub, really traditional, great beers on an incredible selection of choice, and really friendly barman. So we had a great time today. Every pub has been really good, to be honest with you. The Eagle and Child as well, just a great spot, really is. If you fancy a trip to York, the drinking around the walls of York is just a great crawl to do, well worth it. And yeah, as usual, if you enjoyed it, leave a like and a subscribe. That helps me out the most. And I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, support your local pub. Cheers.